Like a moth to a flame, it pulls us in. Next thing we know, we're in a now bursting. Tomorrow, I know it all begins again. But where we're needed, we will go. And I'll roll the dice. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned.
Welcome to Heroes of the Plains, which this week I remembered it was my job to say hello and welcome to Heroes of the Plains. If you've been watching, we've already had a lot of D&D content this week. A number of things have happened. Perhaps we're already pre-exhausted, but that's okay because again, you know, we already beat Asmodeus and had like super happy fun episode last week. So I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. This is maybe a nice beach episode, perhaps a shopping episode, something of the sort. Before we dive in completely, let us say hello to our beautiful cast here, and I'm gonna go in the order that you are on my screen, starting with the fairest of them all, Mr. Adam Bradford.
Yeah, I am so pretty. So I am Adam Bradford. I'm the Chief Development Officer at Demiplane, and you can find me on Twitter at Bad Eye Adam. You can see me on Tuesday mornings in our Demiplane development updates. And I will say that we dropped some pretty big news a couple of weeks ago there about Pathfinder Nexus. So you can check that out. Early access, very early days there, but pathfindernexus.com. And you don't want to miss next week because we have another big announcement coming that we're really excited about. So tune in for that dev update next week. And I am playing Briv Steelmarrow here on Heroes of the Plains. And I can't wait to see what happens because apparently we're like 20th level now. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, Briv he slept. There was a lot of talking and feelings, but Briv, you slept. You slept at the right time to.
So Adam has not been able to catch up with anything that happened in last week's episode.
Okay.
So
Nothing
Briv is going to be
Nothing important.
appropriately ignorant of all of it, and it's going to be great.
Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as @DreamWisp. You can find me streaming on Twitch as DreamWispJen, around the interwebs doing the things. I'm an author, producer, performer, doing a bunch of nifty stuff, which will be announced in the coming days.
You just do things.
I do the things.
Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as OboLauren. I got nothing to announce. I've told everybody about all the stuff I'm doing. Thank you.
Returning champions, fresh but also in parallel with perhaps a future battle with Tiamat. Even I'm not clear on this. Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheHopeLaVelle. My brain is still fried from yesterday. So yeah, let's play some D&D. That's all.
It was calamitous.
What was this on?
Widdle and Penelope are currently in Group 2 of Idle Champions Presents The Trials of Mount Tiamat. We already saw Averin and his strike team on their mission, and now we're seeing Widdle, Penelope, Minsk, Shaka, and Dahani. I'm forgetting somebody because there's 5 of y'all.
Nope, that's everybody.
Oh, no, that was 5. I can count. I can number. On the way to do, they're just going through the woods, and how hard can it be? Also, there were 4 green dragons that set off their poison breath all at the same time, and maybe someone got killed, and maybe got their soul stolen, and maybe got turned into a half vampire, quarter vampire. I don't know. The details are hazy, but yeah, you should get caught up on the Trials of Mount Tiamat because that was episode 1 for this group. Meagan.
I think I'm gonna have to answer for that. Turning a rival's character into a Dompier. Hello, everyone. I am Meagan Kenreck. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Meagan Kenreck. Also, Widdle will be joining the Idle Champions roster tomorrow, November 10th, as the first champion to actually have a speed tag. And I believe we will have a few other champions who will also adopt that tag. And as B Dave was saying, I will be in the Party 2 of Idle Champions Presents Trials of Mount Tiamat next Wednesday, November 15th at 4 p.m. Pacific on CNE Games' Twitch channel, where I get to play with Hope and DM'd by our very own B Dave.
There's nowhere to go but up, because at the end of the first episode, 3 of the 5 members of the group are charmed right now and working on the side of the monsters. So again,
I'm charmed,
unilaterally
so I can't
positive
turn
things.
anyone else into a Dompier.
That's unless that's still helping.
Is the measurement of all of that your vampercent?
True. Vampersand? Is that the, like, when you play Ravenloft, is that the name of
I'm
the
here
thing
for
between the D&D?
Vampersand.
The Vampersand? Yeah.
I like
like it.
Vampersand.
I was about to say, I need to go get a new Twitter handle. Before I turn it over to Todd here, again, hi, B. Dave Walters, creative director here at Demiplane. I would be remiss if I did not thank our sponsor, Sirenscape, because Epic Games need epic sound. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We got a code coming up here in chat. Tailspire, which I'm sure Meagan already outdrew me because I took the long way around, but then I tried to sneak it in on her, so I'm not sure. Where we're giving away 5 keys so you can play the Tailspire VTT with you and 4 of your friends, so your whole group can dive right in. Now I'm just stalling, so I will turn it over to you, Todd, to take us in for a shopping episode. I'm sure calm and relaxing.
You laugh, but there's one coming. So I would do it previously on Heroes of the Plains, but since Adam has no idea what's going on, I think it's far funnier to watch him discover what happened. Briv Steelmarrow has been sleeping angrily this entire time. You are outside of Mount Celestia. And, well, Briv took quite the beating from the Ruby Rod from Asmodeus and has decided to sleep it off. Any attempts to wake him up have caused Briv to just kind of snort, growl, throw a paw out and push someone away, but he's wanted to sleep this entire time. Fortunately, he didn't die this time. No death knights, nothing like that. Just a regular old sleep. And you find yourselves outside of Mount Celestia after Freely walks off with someone special for a moment to have a heart-to-heart. What is everyone doing outside of the gates of Mount Celestia? There are 3 different flying citadels from Avernus itself. They look like sharp daggers pointed downwards. You can hear the infernal engines inside, and you know at the moment there is a peace treaty being brokered between the Celestials and the Devils.
I've placed a marshmallow on top of Briv's mouth so that every time he breathes out, it cartoonishly flies into the air, and I'm watching it just go over the side into.
It looks like a balloon on an air vent.
Yeah, and every once in a while he breathes in a slightly different direction, and it goes over the side and down into whatever is under Mount Celestia, and Orkira just watches it.
I think Grant, the baby blue dragon, is up there and watching for it to come up, and then tries to zap it with a little blast of lightning, and as it's up there, and then it.
So Star Wars is happening around Briv's head. Briv, you wake up. You feel refreshed. You've had certainly a couple of long rests. I don't know what that buys you, but you feel quite good. And but now you feel like, oh, you've been sleeping a bit for a long time. You feel like a lot's happened. You don't know why.
As I wake up, where do I see everyone else around, or do I?
Where did we leave everybody else? Was everyone on the ground on Mount Celestia? I believe that's where we left it.
And on the ground near the gates. Yeah.
Yeah, near the gates. So you're outside the gates of Mount Celestia. For all you know, you're dead. Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, that's gonna go so well. His wisdom is so high. That is a 1 second. I navigated off the page. I forgot, what we were doing here. So just a wisdom check.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 7.
A 7. Okay, so there's a decent chance that maybe you died. You're looking up at Mount Celestia. You see angels flying overhead, and you're like, "Oh, this is my time. I've ascended."
Yeah, verily I say that it was a life well spent, and I died with glorious purpose, and so therefore this is mine eternal reward.
Oh, you plan on staying?
I don't know. I didn't think we had a choice if we were dead.
Are we dead?
I'm
wasn't-
dead. Art thou not dead?
No, just hanging out here. Are you dead? I thought you were just sleeping. I mean, I'm usually
Seemed
better
like
at.
you were snoring loudly enough to be
If
sleeping.
someone were to be dead, how would one know if they were dead?
I mean, I'm undead and pretty pale. I mean, that's how I know. I like blood also.
I mean,
So really, death does not mean anything at all, truly.
I would argue that it does mean something. You're not dead.
How dost thou know?
I'm an expert.
Oh, I suppose that is true. So if I am not dead, why have I been laying as though I were outside the gates of whatever heaven this is?
Yeah, Orkira, you've been kind of carrying him like in a little Briv Bjorn this entire time around. So that's how he got there.
Yeah, you've got a little pillow under your head because that was what I was. It's a blanket that I had you wrapped up in when I was carrying you.
Briv does not use pillows.
Well, you do while you were sleeping. I would give you a recap. I'd give you a recap of what happened, but there's been a lot, and I feel like maybe Freely or Penelope need to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so certain that I actually care what happens when mine eyes are closed. I am actually not too convinced that the world does not cease to exist when I close them.
There are some philosophers that would agree with that.
Right. And also, mine friends back at the Combat Academy used to say such things to me.
Freely, since you're about to pick something up, I figured I'd just jump on you. You're walking along with Bahamut, and he does say, "Son, are you sure this is what you want? Because you're really meant to ascend. And if you stay behind, I mean, you're going to have to make a choice. You can't take her with you."
I mean, all right, hold on a second. Yeah, I've been working at this like a really long time, like, and I feel like we've sort of earned it. But Penelope's twice the hero I am. Like, how could I possibly ascend, but she can't? Wait, maybe we could trade. Maybe she could go on without me. I don't think I'd like that. But if only one of us could get in, how about it be her?
Son, it's more complicated than that.
Okay, second plan, because I'm pretty sure she's got to like have some chips she could cash in with like a bunch of gods that owe her. Like, I mean, I never really kind of got the whole story when I was in Port Argent, and I'm still not convinced I wasn't dead. I'm still not convinced. But you know, maybe what if we get to just have like a happy mortal life and then be gods later?
That might be a possibility, son. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's never been done.
Okay, listen. Okay, I mean, first of all, super enjoying this right here. Thank you for this. Also, I get Celestia. I comprehend it. It is unspeakably beautiful, which is why I dedicated my life to getting here. But for all of the angels and planetars and wonders and bliss that's contained inside, you don't have Penelope. So,
then that might be your choice.
I mean, it kind of makes itself, Dad. Can I call you Dad? I don't know. That's weird. You said you were my dad, but can I say it out loud, or is that pretentious? Is that
Yeah,
blasphemous?
it's weird. You can say that though. Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, come on. Like, you're supposed to like see all things. Like, you know how great she is. Like, you know how great she is. Also, she's like, can I tell you a weird
She's
thing?
very short for a halfling.
That she's so little. Like, I didn't realize that she's like, I mean, because I'm very tall for a halfling, obviously. Just, I don't know. Maybe it was the dimensions of the bush that were throwing me off. She's like 2'7". She's so small. I didn't know. She spends most of her time much bigger, like much bigger.
I think I understand. Do you want to make your way our way back to your friends? I think some things have occurred.
Can I just?
Yeah.
I kind of can't shake this strange feeling that like there's like a big battle that we're all gonna have to go fight in. That I don't know. You know, I just get that feeling. I just get that thing. I don't know if I inherit that from you. That I just feel like there's some major one more hill we're gonna have to climb at least, and then maybe we can relax.
Yeah, that might be your auntie.
Oh.
We'll deal with that later.
Oh, can I call her auntie? I don't think I should call her auntie.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, now I have to call her auntie at least once. I mean, at least the once. You know, I mean, hey, hey, Asmodeus didn't beat me. How hard can Tiamat be, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you for just one last thing?
Of course.
And I sort of again motion for him to come down, and I ask him something in his ear that I will send you separately.
Okay.
I ask him. I posed the same question to him that I posed previously, off camera. If you recall. If not, I will pose it to you again.
Pose it to me again.
No problem. But after that, I do just say to him, can I mean, besides that, could I just ask you one question?
Anything.
All of this heroing stuff we do, we go all over the place, and you know, and we fight and we struggle and we save people and we help, and it always seems like no matter how many times we set things right, they just get messed up again. And I was talking to Alyndra, and she was so upset that she couldn't figure out a way to just do things right. And I was like, I mean, that's all right. They just keep breaking and we keep fixing them. But I mean, past a certain point, we can't keep fixing everything. Like we're not always going to be there. Is it worth it? All of this, what we're doing, the fighting and the struggling and the sacrifice. I mean, is it worth it?
It's always worth it because that's the point. The point isn't that you are keeping something from being broken or something from being complicated or from something from being destroyed. It's fighting to survive. If everyone's life went on forever, it would not have any meaning. If things were perfect all the time, life wouldn't have meaning. It is not how the universe works. So yes, you always have to fight for what you believe in. That's the point of existence.
You just helped me explain something to you now. An infinite perfect existence is meaningless. It's only because we only have so much time that things matter. And yes, I choose to spend my time with her.
And I support you.
You know, very much. I'm just like, I mean, I see the resemblance. You know, I mean, I never knew where I got these cheekbones from. And then start to head back.
As you see Freely head back with a 7 foot tall brown skinned man.
very, very much is like,
and they very
walking.
Yeah, puffed up Freely.
Oh, good. Briv, if you want to be filled in on what happened after you fell asleep, you should talk to Freely and his dad.
I did not know Freely even had a father. To be quite honest, I mean, is it important that I know who they are? Because I shall probably never see them.
I
again.
would.
Well,
Might
I don't know if
Lights
it's
and-
important that you know who's
Why
really
is she
bad.
doing that?
Oh no, I think this is going to be fun. Who's your favorite god?
Art thou talking to me? Art thou talking to me? Who, my
No.
favorite god?
Yeah, yes, you. Yes, you. Briv Steelmarrow.
Oh, my favorite god is probably myself.
Okay.
So because I think I do qualify as a deity because I've been told that, and I have worshippers.
Gotcha.
And so thou hast to love oneself in order to truly love others. I dispense my divine wisdom such as this very frequently.
What god are you the god of again?
I am the god of bravery and courage.
And humbleness?
That doesn't really go with bravery and courage, to be quite honest. Most of the
Understood.
time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm Bahamut. I'm Freely's father. Nice to meet you.
Bahamut.
Yep.
I do not know who thou art. Am I supposed to know that name?
You know what? I don't think it's that important.
Brad,
Well, it's a
what's
pleasure to meet thee all the same.
Briv,
Yes.
guess what else happened?
What?
And he goes over and he takes Penelope's hand. She said yes.
Said yes, what? That she would hold thine hand?
I mean, I think you should
Wait,
tell
what
him.
is going on
He
here?
doesn't listen to me. He'll listen to you. You should tell
No.
him.
What in the actual nine hells is going on here?
Briv! You're gonna be a best man! Congratulations!
I'm the best man most of the time, wherever I happen to be. But I do not understand what is happening right now. This looks like contact that is very irregular from what I have been used to for the last several years.
Briv, Freely and I are gonna be together forever.
Well, we probably won't be. We'll all die some gruesome death at some point, but I know that we will probably be together forever. That's how it feels right now, anyway.
Orkira leans over to Widdle and whispers, "Why is it that they just can't say married? I don't understand. Why are they just dancing around the married thing? This is why I was confused."
I don't know. I feel like it's more fun this way. And she pulls out a catapult that has alchemist fire loaded into it and lets it go, and boom! And it says, "Congratulations!" But it doesn't say for what.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you did that in an active war zone, by the way. Like I see the flying fortress is like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
And,
Sorry.
Whittle's bag of catapults. Got it.
I am very confused by what's going on. I feel like thou art trying to tell me something, but I am not receiving the message.
Well.
Would you like me to send a message, Briv?
yeah, Alyndra,
Uh,
could you? Because I don't
I
know.
suppose.
He's not. We're
Seems
trying
like
to.
a waste
Is that
of
all
magic,
right?
but
Penelope?
Oh, yeah.
It's your news.
But you have a way
why
with
can't people
words.
just talk to
You
one
know,
another?
here, and the telepathic bond turns on. Be specific and clear.
Wait, you talking to us?
Yeah, yes.
You should not me.
Fucking clear.
I just woke
You're
up.
talking to the wrong group.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Okay.
How
Briv.
art thou blushing in a telepathic bond? I do not
okay.
understand this.
It's just a lot's happening. Okay. 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 All right. So, okay. Hey, wait. So you see the fortresses, right? It's. I thought we were gonna have to like fight and retake Hell or Mount Celestia from the Abyss, because apparently, wait, what's her name? We're not supposed to say her name out loud. But we're telepathic. What's
Zariel.
Yeah. So apparently Zariel's here, and it was like, no problem. We're gonna go lay a beating on Zariel. That's cool, but also
Okay,
might
beating,
die,
yes.
which I've done a lot lately. And so I decided I should tell Penelope that I love her and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. So I proposed she I think she's over here. Sorry, I lose track. I proposed And she said, yes. We're getting married.
They did it. Not the marriage. That's
What?
in
No.
the future. They
No,
don't
Widdle,
manage to
Widdle, hit the
actually
catapult again. Yeah.
tell you.
No, Widdle.
How long has this been going on before our very noses?
About an hour.
I mean, we're much lower to the ground than you. That's why I think you didn't notice that, like...
I am very offended by so much about this, primarily being that I did not know about this before this happened.
I mean, we might have said something, but you were like crashed pretty hard, man. And also, I thought the apocalypse was imminent, like again, which was like a fair assessment of the situation.
This one time, I read this. It was either a comic book or some kind of illusory show. I cannot remember.
It wasn't
But
Tusk Love
there
7, was it? 7 was weird.
No. I don't talk about those fun times, but it was something where there was a giant wagon. It was like a passenger wagon, and someone had rigged its wheels where it was going so fast, and if it ever slowed down, everyone would explode in alchemist fire. And if that happened, that would be a very bad thing. And so there was, I don't know, I think her name was Sandy or something, and there was this other person, and his name was Keanu, or I don't know, it was a ridiculous name. And they were on this wagon, and eventually they saved everybody on board, and then they kissed each other, and it was apparently love. But obviously what happened there is they were just forged together through stressful circumstances, and it wasn't actually love. It was just proximity infatuation. And so what I am saying is that if that is the case, then we should all be infatuated with each other, and there shouldn't be a Freely and Penelope sidebar going on.
Briv, do you still love your wife?
Of course I love my wife, but I don't travel and adventure with her.
Well, this is my point. So proximity is clearly not the only
I'm
reason
saying
that
it's
people
bad
fall
to
in love.
base it on that proximity, and especially under stressful circumstances.
I lean over to Penelope and I'm like, I think he's jealous, but I'm not sure of which one of us.
I mean, both.
Briv, when I went to the School of Evocation, I was best friends with so many of the people there, and I still am to this day. And it's only because we were within such close proximity to each other. I don't see any reason for us.
I think that thou art supporting my point. I love all of thee, at least in mine own way. I'm just saying that I don't want to marry thee.
And we all love each other, however, in whatever sorts of friendships and relationships we have. But Freely and Penelope love each other in the sort of way that they do want to marry each other.
They've also known each other for like millennia and have not
too.
spent all of those millennia near each other. So it's not just proximity.
How have they been alive for millennia?
There have been significant centuries that we like didn't get to. Yeah.
Do you know about soul bonding? The Elvish tradition of soul bonding.
Soul bonding?
Yes, the ancient Elvish tradition of soul bonding is you find a partner who you love, and if they are truly the person that you soul bond with and the person that you are married to, part of that is you take time apart. That's part of the relationship. There's time apart.
I want to soul bond with mine lover. Can I soul bond with mine lover?
I mean, you don't spend a lot of time with her. I've known you a long time. I don't. What even is her name? Like, what? Like, should? Hey, wait. We got some time on our hands. We've saved reality again. Maybe we should go visit your family.
I have said her name at least hundreds of times, and no one ever pays attention to me.
Can we go meet her? We can invite her to the wedding.
Oh, she's not going to go to the wedding. She's more of a homebody. But
sometimes people like to be invited even if they don't want to go. Like even if you know they're going to say no.
What a waste of time.
Well, there's a real chance if we stick around here, we're gonna unintentionally reignite the war between the heaven and hell. Sorry,
Widdle's like slowly taking out the gate from her bag and like inching it closer and closer to Briv, like Wait, I mean, there's your doorway right there. If you want to go, if you want to introduce
doorway
us.
To where?
To
to
your
my
wife.
home?
Yeah.
Yeah, Norgren, we can go say hi to her.
Norgrim does not. See, I told thee that I have said her name so many times.
Yeah, I've sent things for you to her. I still have chores I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Huzzah. Yes. No, she does not like unexpected company, but I think that since I've been traveling with the for I don't know, has this been this stint anyway, just a few weeks or something, right? It's
I
probably
lose track.
been
It was several hundred years for me, so I.
very well. I mean, we can go to see Norgrim for sure, if that is what everyone wants to do. And then I can introduce thee to mine children.
Yes, which is
Hey!
he's been asking to do that for
You know,
centuries.
so here's
Well,
the thing.
that was before we had killed Asmodeus and done all of this other stuff.
Well,
And
here's the
so-
thing. I have to meet your kids because otherwise, if not for Uncle Freely, who's going to teach them how to fight? You? And I immediately turn and run away from Briv.
Mine kids could destroy thee. I assure thee.
Are you guys gonna all like stare at each other all day, or what's going on?
Nobody cares about what thou dost think about it, Rav.
Yeah, Marv wasn't here before.
Where do you always come from?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, really. Like, this happens all the time. And I would like to know what kind of strange magics thou dost have that makes it to where thou canst just show up out of thin air constantly.
Yeah, no, it's not magic this time.
I believe that even the people who follow our stories one of these days is owed an explanation for thine existence.
Briv, he said it's not magic this time. Remember where we are.
Oh, thou art dead. I'm sorry.
Wait, how could you be dead now? Rav, we won. We beat him.
No, I'm old.
Also, just because we beat him doesn't mean everybody's suddenly back to life who he killed. I mean, I'm working on Waterdeep with the Phoenix, but there's gonna be a lot of people who.
Wait. Like almost all of you, even me, we can bring people back from the dead. No, man, just tell us where you died. We'll go find your body. We'll just.
No, I mean,
just wanted to say hello. Listen.
Dost thou want to go with us to mine home?
I can't.
Why?
You can. I think that's the point I'm making.
I can't go. It's my time.
People
get old and they die.
But
it's my time.
It won't be the same without you.
It'll be totally the same.
Well, but I mean, who's going to send us like cryptic, questionably useful warnings about impending apocalypses?
Maybe you can
without any specifics.
Maybe you can clone or puppet an Averin clone or something, and be like, "Hey, if I told you it wouldn't matter," something like that. That's always a good one. I just was passing through, and I wanted to say hi to some of my favorite people.
It's good to see you, and I'm glad you're here.
I don't know what's going to happen next.
Oh no, I've been in there. It's great. No, it's a grand old time. Yeah, like whatever you want to. You can hunt, you can fish, you can fight, you can feast. No, it's like really, really great. It's why I intended to spend my eternity there. But I mean, maybe not anymore. But yeah, I know it's a great place.
I just have I'm just going to give you a warning. I don't know if you've been back, but
one more on the house. Here we go. Give it to us.
The devils beat all the demons back. And now people are starting to pray to the devils.
Well, people were doing that before, and that always sucked.
Devil worshippers.
Some cities are now are letting the devils guard the towns for them. And it's definitely a new world. And now with Asmodeus gone, some people are calling him a martyr.
Well, some of those places are going to learn pretty fast about what devils actually do. But you know what? I don't blame them because some of these places were destroyed and none of the gods came to help them. And Orkira avoids looking at any specific god that might be standing next to Freely.
Freely tries to step in front of him, but he's literally twice Freely's size, so it kind of doesn't really.
You feel shade.
Mhm.
You feel shade. Well,
Yes, but is
I'm-
Freely casting it or is Falmer?
they both have
Listen.
a long shadow.
We can go and print. Hast thou ever heard of printing?
Is that like
Like I'm-
what you do when you write in your journal?
Yes, except it is automated by magics. And it happens much faster. And so with printing, we could print our own propaganda. We could draw pictures in there and everything else and tell everybody we can draw Asmodeus very, very dead. And Asmodeus can have like, strange body parts stuck to his face. And we can draw oh wait, he already has a twirly mustache. But we can draw ugly things on top of Asmodeus, and everyone shall think that Asmodeus is actually the bad guy that he actually is. And
Why
we
would
can
you
print this and give this to everyone in the cities. And it will be an underground movement, and they will know that the devil is evil.
Okay,
But
well, I'm
just
gonna send
speak
now,
me the
everybody. So
truth.
it's good seeing you. Go, Miss you, Penelope, Half-Pint, Orkira, Widdle, Alyndra, Briv, Freely. Nice to meet you, Dad. I hope. Sorry about the whole trying to make gods all the time thing. You know how it is. Okay, I'm just gonna move along. Good family business. See you.
Thank you for
Have
the
a good-
adventures, Rav.
Have a good one. If you need anything, let us know.
Rest
Very
easy.
well.
Goodbye. And he walks into the gates.
Should we double up then? I mean, should we go visit your family to make sure they don't live somewhere overrun by devils?
Oh, hells no. If that's a possibility, we need to go home now. Mine children are fierce warriors, but they will not be able to stand against an army of devils.
Oh,
Well,
So
it sounds like the devils aren't
that's an
attacking
eye.
anyone. It sounds like the devils are convincing
Oh,
people
no.
they're good.
Thou dost not know the town that I hail from. If devils are anywhere near that town, there is no way anyone there is worshiping any devils, and they are fighting.
Well, let's hop on Storm Herald and go take a look.
Just a thought as well. We did give Bell a warning that if he did not maintain the agreement, that we would ensure that he did not keep his position.
Yeah, but
Oh,
how are
that
we
means
going to do
kill,
that?
though.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we got to go roll up Bell, we could do that. But I mean,
But then what happens after Belle is gone? Then who takes over?
I will
Probably Zaria.
become the devil lord of the Nine Hills, and there will be food and drink and parties all the time. It will be the most chaotic lives that they have ever seen. I will be a benevolent prince of the abyss. Oh wait, I always got confused about that back in
It's not.
the Combat
Previous
Academy.
edition.
It's contrary. Yeah, that's not. Well, one way or another, and then he turns and looks up towards Storm Herald, floating in the sky, and he's like, "I think we're done here."
I mean, before we go, really, is Bahamut still here? Is he still like standing around listening to this conversation?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will look at him and say, part of the reason that the devils couldn't just be wandering around on the material plane was because of the contract with the heavens. If you're in the process of doing the negotiations right now, can't you make sure that's part of the negotiations again?
We are trying.
Trying?
Wait, aren't thou supposed to be a god?
Like an
I am
important
a god.
I mean,
Well,
look,
I am too, but
again, if you just need us to like knock out this Zariel business, we can make it look like an accident. No one will even know we're there. Just tug on your ear 3 times if you want us to just go clean up Zariel.
No, everything's going to work out. It's may take a few hundred years, maybe a few thousand years, but things are going to be fine.
Yeah, a few thousand years. I wonder how many more people will be dead or be praying to a devil by then. All right, Freely, I'll follow you over to Storm Herald. And I will just walk away.
You make your way over to the elevator that leads up to.
Why am I
to
going to
Storm
an
Herald.
elevator?
To Storm
It's true.
Herald.
Sorry, you are
True.
flying.
I'm like the 2 of us have wings. I will
Yeah.
say, as when the wings come out, I just look at Bahamut and I just say, "Thank you," and wherever I land, I'm gonna try and make you proud. Okay?
You already have.
I'll be sure to say hi to Auntie for you, and then take off.
Okay, so we've got Freely flying with his wings. We've got Orkira flying up to Storm Herald with her wings. I just assume that Widdle is just turning into bats, just like a swarm of bats.
I have a
What does
question.
Widdle do now?
Is it sunny where we are right now?
There's no sun here.
Good.
Not one that burns you, otherwise you'd be dead by now.
Okay, good.
So
It's nice to meet you. Freely's dad takes the elevator to Storm Herald.
okay, everyone else takes the elevator. You go up to Storm Herald. It's still lovely. It has been recently, the hallowed nature of it has been altered, weirdly enough, by Orkira Ildrex to allow for an undead such as Widdle to step foot, and you get into Storm Herald. Is anyone setting the coordinates for Storm Herald right now?
Briv, you need to tell us where you live.
it is around the corner from the giant mountain that looks kind of like a dinosaur claw. And then from there, thou art going to go about 5-6 miles, possibly 7, and thou wilt see open plains. And then there is a tree that is actually where me and my mother first, kind of grinded it out. And that's actually how HIV came to be. But then you go a little bit further for possibly another mile or so. And then there is a stone tablet. It's not really a tablet, it's kind of a giant rock, but that is where we conceived of Div. And then thou dost go about 3 more miles from there. We actually used to take very, very long walks, but this one we were getting a little bit older. It was closer to home. And that is where Liv was conceived.
Widdle just presses all of the runes at the same time.
Oh no!
You press all the runes, and Storm Herald turns into a giant whale, a pot of daisies. You teleport into the astral plane as a giant.
No, not again.
An astral
Please, no.
dreadnought immediately opens its mouth up around Storm Herald at this exact
I
second.
wonder it will be friends with Penelope.
Alyndra,
the
go
answer
ahead.
is
And, Alyndra, give me. Okay, so what's Alyndra's background? You had studies. You studied things. You studied things about civilizations.
Yeah, I'm an anthropologist.
Yeah. So give me investigation. Is investigation good for you? To try to figure out where
History?
Briv is from, given the
history
weird.
is probably the better choice.
Yeah,
for
okay.
me,
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, let's do history.
I mean, I didn't get done. I still needed to do Briv Jr. And then from there, that is where I would describe the actual city. And so the actual city is just a masterpiece. It looks very, very quaint from the outside, but it is bigger on the inside, I think, because it's all like underground. There's a lot going on, but it also is going to smell really, really terrible because they actually hunt truffles there. So that is the biggest export that we have, truffles. And in order to find truffles, many, many hogs. So
The
there are
biggest
hogs.
export where I come from is butter. So maybe we can collaborate, make some truffle butter.
A business. I love it. We need something for retirement, and so we can make truffle butter.
Yeah. When we're
I
done
love it.
visiting your family, maybe we can go back to my hometown and we'll talk business.
Very well.
Hey, Briv, what's the name of that truffle town?
It's Brivtown.
Alyndra, what did you roll?
I rolled a 1 because, Briv, that was so completely and utterly confusing and did not have a single actionable
I mean, B. Dave and I
concept
share a
that I'm
house
familiar
rule.
with.
A 1 is an absolute failure in a nasty way, and a 20 is an absolute success. How do you wish to fail?
Oh my. I think as Widdle is running around pushing all of the buttons, Alyndra, in horror, covers her ears, trying not to hear the rest of the story that Briv is telling because it's gotten very graphic in the descriptions of what
'Tis a
happened at the
beautiful
tree.
thing.
And it's your business. I don't need to know. And elbows into one of the buttons.
When thou dost
and-
look deep into the eyes of Div and Liv, thou wilt see how beautiful and special it was.
And Hiv and Briv Jr.
Hiv, Div, and Liv, and Junior.
You suddenly teleport onto a world where you see just a sea of Tarrasques all fighting each other, all ripping into each other in some prehistoric nightmare at this exact moment. And at the same time, one of these Tarrasques is suddenly alarmed by the presence of a flying fortress and starts moving towards Storm Herald, its large, gaping, slathering mouth.
I'm
All
like,
right.
hey, I'm like, Penelope, we could come back here for the honeymoon.
Oh, there's also the spitting well.
And a
Perhaps
Tarrasque
that
got
would narrow
torn in
things down.
half. And you teleport. I need intelligence checks from both combined from Alyndra and Widdle, as they are both staring at cross purposes.
Just a flat intelligence check or
Just
Arcana
go
or
oh, Widdle. Arcana. Let's do Arcana.
From both of us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
24.
There you go.
Man, I'm rolling
Roll
terribly.
18.
18.
You teleport.
It's all or nothing, Widdle. That's what we
I
found.
know.
Whittle exists in a binary system of crushing
One-
success
ones
or
and twos.
devastating defeat. Yes.
Yep.
Immediately it starts raining on Storm Herald. Just the rain just comes down, splattering everywhere, and you see a small town. Below you, it is an orcish town. And it looks very quaint. It's in a valley. There's a beautiful river coming from the mountains. There's a well, and there's several stone buildings all around.
Wow, it's so picturesque.
Does this look right, Briv? You were right. The spitting well was the piece of information I needed.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like for you, Alyndra, this is a bit like you're Indiana Jones, and you're just like, oh, look, it all lines up. Like you've got the staff and the medallion.
To be clear, it's not discussed at your town, which is beautiful and wonderful. It was just the descriptions that I
Why
could
is
not get
thine
out of my head.
face screwed up like that? Like,
Oh, you
why
see the
art thou
tree where
squinting?
he grinded it out in the distance. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
The
Tis a
grinding
wonderful
tree, they
thing.
probably call it there in Brivstown.
They
yeah.
call it procreation.
That is absolutely true.
I mean, yeah. You have read Tusk Love, right? I mean, even
I did. Those were excellent
I mean,
books.
there are theories that I inspired it, so
oh. Now it's gross. And it freely immediately jumps off the side of Storm Herald and starts flying down towards this town.
Okay. Well,
All of the rest of you have ways to fly, and I'm stuck here with him.
You're always showing off your wing shit.
I mean, he earned
Level
it.
20, yo.
He had to work on, getting strength. Okay, Briv, which one of the houses is yours?
I don't know. I haven't been here in years.
Oh.
Probably that one. And he just kind of points in a general direction.
Who else is taking the elevator? Is anyone taking a creepy way back?
I'll
I
probably
feel a
use
little
my
bad.
backlook.
It is the cloud cover is enough to keep Widdle from burning at the moment.
Excellent. At the moment. Okay.
Yeah. But you
I
see
feel-
little sun rays here and there where you're like, oh, that looks no.
Yeah, I think Widdle is gonna find some shade and use her backcloak to fly over to Briv's hometown and just jump from shadow to shadow.
Okay. You all enter and you see a old wooden sign and it says Brivstown. It kind of smells.
Oh, it was
There
a
are-
lying. It's actually called Brivstown, and it does smell pretty bad.
And
I
there
was
are
not lying. I do not lie.
you just see just the hills covered in pigs looking for truffles, and they're huge. These are orc pigs. They're like muscled up bebop frickin' pigs looking around for truffles right now, making just constant.
I immediately cast Speak with Animals.
Wow, you beat Penelope to it. Wow.
I only because I had a head start.
They do belong together.
What freely one of these pigs starts kind of like he's a chonky boy, comes up to you and realizes this is the size of almost an elephant, and his big snout is just rubbing up against your face, leaving a little bit of a slime trail as it's just.
I immediately look for Penelope, and I'm just like,
Are you saying something?
like, hey, you big old boy, hi.
Truffle?
Are you Freely? No, I'm Freely. Hi. Is your
See
name
a truffle?
Wait. We're looking for somebody. We're looking for somebody named Norgrim.
I'm looking for somebody named Truffle.
I mean,
Oh no, Freely, don't do
Wait.
that. Thou art about to get eaten. Thou lookest like a little truffle walking about on this grass.
I mean,
Truffles
The
walk?
truffles here walk?
but that seems problematic.
As you
Or-
turn your head to
I
say
really
that
thought being
seems problematic,
vegetarian was
Freely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's your armor class?
Freely's?
Yeah.
I mean, pending what happens, variable, but right now, 21.
Yeah, it's a 24. You don't really see it happening.
Oh,
but
I'll
it's
put
up
my
to you.
shield up.
Okay, you put your shield up. Immediately, this pig just opens its giant mouth and it just chomps on Freely, trying to swallow him whole. And it stops with this big giant energy bubble. It's just like Truffle.
I very
Truffle!
much still give Freely the thumbs up, though. I'm like, he's so friendly.
Truffle! And you're just in
Listen.
the energy ball.
I'm not exaggerating. It will try to eat thee.
I think it's trying right now. It's just failing miserably at it.
And you eventually, Freely, you squirt out of its mouth as it's trying to bite down on you. You shoot about 30 feet into town, just rolling around, and your shield is still up, and it's just covered in mud, and maybe some things that aren't mud. And at the moment your shield, as that timing of the shield ends, all the mud and other things just stop, briefly have a sphere, and then drop down onto you.
So I understand why Briv is like this. Okay, got it.
Like what?
Prestidig-
Don't worry, I can help you. Prestidigitation.
What? When did you learn prestidigitation?
I've got the mark of hospitality.
Oh, they are completing
That's
each other's
so
spells now.
cool.
This is
I
disgusting.
mean, yeah, no, this is great. I'm talking to animals. You're prestidigitating. This is so great. Right.
Absolutely
Oh my
disgusting.
god.
Go find the tree over there. Go find the
Fre-
tree.
Freely very much starts looking at her mark of hospitality because he's never seen it. He's like, oh my god, this is so cool. Wow.
It like glows and glitters. It's really pretty.
Oh, yeah, well, you're really pretty. Okay, I mean, of course you're going to be really pretty.
Thank goodness. The
As you
tree
wipe-
right over there.
Poo and mud away from Freely, you find yourself in front of a tavern, and the tavern says the Rusty Nail. Except for over the tavern, over the door, is a wooden foot, a big, giant, orcish wooden foot, and it's got a singular piece of iron sticking out way too long out of a giant big toe that's all rusted.
Ugh.
And you smell mutton, you smell meat, lots of meat being cooked
All the meat.
inside, all the meat.
Cheeses as well.
some meats that maybe shouldn't be cooked.
Meats that
And-
have cheeses just in them and on them and between
That
them.
sounds terrible.
Cheeses that were fed meat and then fed to animals and then
you ever
fed
And
to cheese.
awakened by the spell.
Yeah.
And then killed and butchered and cooked up as meat.
Do they taste better when they're awakened?
That is a
That
moral
seems
quandary that I have not thought
unnecessarily
through.
cruel.
Yeah. That's,
I
mean,
don't know. I was
um,
just making that up. I don't even think that thou canst awaken cheeses. I do not think that they qualify.
I thought you did a while ago. And Orkira's just going to walk on in.
I 100% thought
Oh,
you
wait,
said
I did
cheeses
have
for a
another
minute. I was
baby.
like, I'm confused.
I have a fifth child.
He did.
Okay. Who walks into the tavern?
He basically they basically are creating hamburgers, awakening them, killing them again, and then eating them.
Who does that sound like?
I mean,
yeah.
they die. Do they go to Mount Celestia when they die in combat?
One only
Ooh.
hopes.
Yeah.
Widdle can't actually enter
you
establishment
cannot. Widdle,
without
canst thou
being
please come
invited.
in?
So
Please come in,
but
Widdle.
it smells so good. And I'll be right back. She's gonna walk around back to see if there's like a kitchen entrance.
Doesn't matter. You have to be let in.
And then
I plan
Briv is
on-
going to walk all the way back through, just go straight into the kitchen and says, Widdle, what art thou doing? I am inviting thee in.
Oh.
This is my tavern. I
Okay.
own it. I haven't been here in a few years, but it's still mine.
All right.
Sorry.
You are the tavern owner, and you have invited a vampire into your tavern.
This is
It's a
just going to
vampire
turn
I
out that
know.
Briv is the only one in this town.
I have to let the
I
right
must
one
admit,
in.
Vampire in a Tavern would be a great band name, though.
Yeah.
I would not trust anything cooked here.
Vampires have never heard anything.
I don't have to trust something to drink it.
That's-
What smells so good?
That's
Oh,
a
there's
demonstrably
plenty of
false
blood in
statement.
And
there.
so
by the way.
Alyndra is being especially blunt right now and direct on things. If you stand close to her, you may be as well. Take a look.
Oh,
at
because of
chat
that's
if
the
you
wild
want it.
magic.
Yes,
Okay.
we've got
Okay.
a lovely wild magic surge, lightning crackles, and
Oh no.
everyone has to tell the truth for the next 10 minutes.
I
or within 30
completely understand
feet
where
of
Briv
Alyndra.
gets it from.
Gets what from?
That.
So
Briv,
true.
if this is your tavern, who's been running it while you've been gone?
Oh, I don't know. Do you have to appoint someone to run a tavern when thou dost leave?
I don't know. I've never run a
Probably
tavern.
Nargrim. I mean, she kind of does everything when I'm gone.
Okay.
I have a
So,
feeling she does
probably
everything
her.
when you're here as well.
Alyndra, thou art awfully spicy right now. I might have to lay thee down on the butcher's block and roast thee like some ribs.
I'm
Briv,
gonna
don't
go
say
over
that too loud.
here
Just
right
in case.
now.
I am so sick of the
You
attitude.
have your tree. Go find your wife and go to your tree.
Where is my wife? That is a good question. I look around for Nargrim to see if she is in the tavern.
You all like move from the kitchen and go into the main tavern area, and the whole town is here. It's full of orcs. Everyone's having a great time. They're drinking. It was a long week. They've got demon heads on the actual walls of demons they killed themselves.
Hey, Bill,
And-
how's it going?
Please tell me that they haven't been eating demon meat. Please just get somebody. Just
Oh, they've been
verify that
cooking a
they've not-
demon. Yeah,
that-
yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
it's-
we
Some
know how
people
to
have grown
sanitize.
wings.
Aren't
Yeah.
they already literally roasted? And nothing in our history with one another makes me think you know anything about sanitizing.
And it's safe for at least our guts.
Some people are eating demon meat.
Do you
Yep.
recall the time with the white meat and how that went?
I think the white meat was fine for me, right? It just caused a problem for all of thee.
Well, there was the butter too.
Well, the butter, and I made a little child,
The butter baby.
my fifth child. Speaking of children, where is Hiv, Div, and Liv and Junior? And he just kind of Hiv, Div, Liv, Briv Junior, and he's just like yelling at the top of his lungs. in the middle of this tavern.
Everyone in the tavern stops talking. And then a seductive orc with a mandolin.
I mean, that is a sentence you don't hear every day.
But you should.
Strings. Just rubs their clawed, gnarly yellow fingers on the mandolin strings.
Maybe
and just
not that part.
And would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, blimey. Is that Briv Steelmarrow?
Huzzah.
Hail and well met, everyone. Everyone is Briv Steelmarrow, back from the dead. Except for he could never be dead.
I've died a few times, actually, but I can always come back.
Just like the hero you are. You know, Briv,
Huzzah.
everyone, I have written a great ballad for this Briv Steelmarrow to sing while you are away.
Is this Norgrim? Is this your wife?
Is it Norgrim?
Ah, if only. I am Nimnim, the town's bard. Don't forget, Nimnim.
Hi.
Nim Nim
Nice to
is
meet you.
far, far uglier than mine wife.
No,
It
I
is
mean, his-
true.
No, he's
You
no,
never
but
told me that you had a bard locally.
you are a very seductive orc. I mean, I'm not used to the. I mean, I'm sorry, Penelope, but I mean, like objectively, look at her. Okay,
Wow.
okay, right, yeah.
Thou hast so much to learn, little Freely.
Yeah, those tusks
mean,
go all the way up.
I didn't know Tusk Love was instructional.
Yeah, I'm quite intimidated. Yeah.
Isn't it?
But now,
Everyone quiet. I need to hear the song.
for my ballad. And don't interrupt me, because it is long. And fierce.
Kabla!
She like strums on her mandolin. Vroom, bloom, bloom, bloom.
Alyndra runs up to like right in front of the stage and sits down on the floor, like little kid style, crossed legs, staring.
Just crisscross applesauce.
Nim Nim like
Mhm.
uses bard magic to like cast a spotlight, and some like fog rolls on the stage. Dun 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 dun. There once was a wizard who came to town, used his evil magic to steal the crown. And though he ruled with an iron fist, he was never ready for this epic twist. As down from the heavens a glowing figure did fly, on a mighty steed to answer our cry. And as metal burst from his skin, the wizard knew the trouble he was in. For it was Briv the Bold, the hero with the heart of gold. Briv the Bold, the rarest wonder to behold. In a moment so dramatic, it was metal versus magic. The wizard powered up for a spell so tragic. With an explosion, he threw a great fireball, but Briv just caught it like it was nothing at all. Lightning burst from the wizard's mind, but Briv brushed it off completely fine, and in a counter with a cloud of metal spikes flew. He rushed to cast another spell, but Briv was suddenly there to kick him down the well. And to this day, that is where he lay, the wizard who Briv so bravely slay. But wait, there's more!
Oh,
Briv
there's
the
more.
bold, the hero with the heart of gold. Briv the beautiful, that's a fact, it's indisputable. Briv the bodacious, could we be on a first name basis? Briv the bold. Right, thank you.
Wait, are you done? I
Alyndra
wasn't
is
sure. I don't want to
tossing-
interrupt.
Tossing coins at the stage.
Wait. She might not be done. Hold on.
You may, yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Nim Nim, can I get your autograph? She hands her spell book.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Thank you.
Nim
Oh,
Nim's
thank you.
autograph. I'm the one that did that to the wizard.
You want to autograph it too, Briv?
He was brave the bold.
They're freezing.
And it breathes the bold.
Right.
Brave
That was
It's an
absolutely
earworm.
amazing.
Yeah,
Could you
it's-
sing it
he
again?
is beautiful. The beautiful is very
Well, I'd be happy
indisputable.
to do an
Please.
encore. Fring. But I wouldn't want to waste any more of Briv's valuable time.
Huzzah.
Briv has plenty of time. Please.
Wait, no, don't forget, we're here to like find his wife and make sure the demons haven't overrun the place. I feel
Later,
like we've checked one
later.
of those
Looks
things.
like
Vamos,
the demons
nim-nim.
have not.
I mean, they're
Because it was Briv the bold, the hero with the heart of gold. Briv the beautiful, a fact that isn't disputable. Briv the bodacious. Could we be on a first name basis? It's Briv the bold.
Briv!
What was thy
More
name again?
coins.
Briv!
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make all of the lights in the place flicker along with her song and
Wait.
start clapping again.
Stop
do
the
a third
music.
one?
What is that angelic voice? I'm not talking about the nim-nim.
Briv!
Oh, could it be?
She would
Briv,
freely
it's
hear.
the love of your life!
Huzzah!
And you've not done the dishes in 30 years!
Freely draws his sword like, what on earth is this foul creature attacking us?
Oh no,
What?
that's Norgren. I
You
recognize her
feel the
voice.
ground shake as this muscular, strong, like she lifts, and not like a
Mhm.
little bit. It's like,
Thou canst lift me.
yeah. So you see Nogrin, battle scarred, with a giant battle axe on her back, carrying a kid, just hanging off of one of her legs, and the
Is
rest
that
of Briv
Junior?
Steelmarrow's family. Briv! Who's this elf woman?
Oh, this elf woman? Oh, that's Alyndra.
Oh,
Wait, art thou an elf,
I
Alyndra?
was talking about the short one.
Oh, the little short one. That is Penelope.
What is a Penelope?
It's apparently a little shrub, or sometimes she's a mammoth.
You didn't tell
Sometimes
me you
she's-
were hanging out with shrubs.
Yeah, listen, Nara, seriously, thou hast nothing to worry about. There is not another creature alive that works me up the way that thou dost. Come here, you beautiful, sexual, sensual, delicious creature.
What
That's all
about that one with
escalated.
the red hair and the green streak?
Very
She
quickly.
is meaningless in the face of thine beauty.
No, she means me that time, and now I'm very meaningless in the face.
You
of
better not
this.
taking him to the grinding tree.
No, the grinding tree is our place.
It's Alyndra, do you have any magics that can wipe memories? And I don't need to
Briv the
any of this.
bold.
Oh, yeah, hey, Briv the bold.
Hey, Norgren,
Norgren?
Briv is repulsed by most things and people he encounters. We've been wanting to meet you for a long time. He talks about you all the time, about how attractive and sensual you are.
That is true. I am
She
very
is a
attractive and
vampire,
sexual.
my dear. She's a vampire, but not the kind that we slay.
Oh, I didn't know that was the kind we didn't slay.
Most of the time, slaying happens immediately upon finding out one is a vampire, but it's a very long story that I'm sure we will have time for a little later. Do we have time to visit our spots? Is that Junior?
Yes, and all you kids are here. There's been trouble in town.
Did they acquit themselves well in battle?
Yeah, there's been the demons were easy. We're eating the demons. The
Yeah,
demons are tasty.
Yeah.
That was nothing. But now, right now, there's been the wild magic surges everywhere, all over town.
Well,
And
it
now
happens
there's
to us all the
trolls.
time, too.
Trolls start drinking the
Oh.
water out of the well. Now the trolls ain't right.
The spitting well?
Yeah.
They started drinking our collective
And the dishes are
spit?
still not done, by the way, nor has the trash been taken out in 30 years.
Listen,
It stinks.
Listen, I had Hiv, Div, Liv, and that little junior creature in thine arms in order to do the dishes for me. So in a way, that is how I do dishes.
I threw out your comic book collection.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
you've
believe
been
that is-
gone.
That is grounds for divorce in numerous cultures.
Whoa.
I needed a wheel. I needed exercise. I needed a wheel that I could walk in. Because it's a lot more fun to walk in a wheel than it is to walk outside.
We will talk about this later, and thou better be glad that thou art so damn fine, because otherwise I would slay thee where thou dost stand for such an offense.
Oh, that is love.
He's very. That thing is very tall for a halfling.
Oh, now I understand. And yeah, I get it. No, you are brave and powerful and a wonderful wife and an excellent mother. And could you just point me towards the trolls? Because I would much rather be doing combat than kind of experiencing any of this right now.
You promise you've not been to the grinding pole with my husband?
Madam, I can tell you with all assurity, we have not.
Maybe we have, Norgrim.
Zone of truth. Eldritch blast at his feet.
She looks like she's about to snap your neck right now.
I am simply saying that I hope that I find something of thine that thou dost care about as much as I cared about mine collection, and I will take that from thee, and I will sell it, or I will destroy it. I might eat the thing and defecate it out, and then eat it again if it will cause thee the pain that thou hast caused me.
I dumped them in the barn. You can find them in the barn. I'm sure they're fine.
Why dost thou have me going like this, woman? What is the purpose of that?
You've been gone. You've been gone.
Listen,
going on
it wasn't my
adventures
fault.
and who
We
knows
took
what
out
with who's
Norns,
what. And
we took out
I don't even know
devils,
where
we
you've been.
killed
I don't know where you've been.
Asmodeus, for crying out loud.
No. You got a whole statue. You call the whole town after your name.
I didn't do that. They named it after me for mine heroics.
But you let it happen.
While we're mentioning stuff, he didn't even want to come today. We had to convince him to bring us here to meet you. He
freely,
still wasn't.
I will take thee to the tree.
No, I feel compelled to continue speaking the truth right now. Like, I'm sorry. That
Get away
nothing
from Alyndra. I saw that little wild magic surge happen a little bit earlier.
Oh, is that
Weird
what that
things
was?
keep happening.
I thought it was demon barbecue fumes. Oh, okay. Penelope, would you like to come with me to help find me a troll? Yeah. We're gonna go troll hunting. Bye.
We're gonna talk about this later. Alyndra, unfortunately, you are in a bar and everyone's telling the truth, and a lot of dates are going very fucking wrong. I'm sorry for the F word.
One per season.
You are.
Get the one.
I don't know if they're on dates and telling the truth and they're going wrong. They're probably going right. That's probably the right thing to have happen.
That is a very healthy way to look at that. But yes,
True.
Fights are starting. Big fights are starting in the bar.
Alyndra, save them some time.
I'm gonna walk up to Norgrin and say, "Hi, we've never had a chance to meet, but I've cast a couple sendings and talked to you a couple times. My name's Orkira.
Is this your new mount? What happened?
No.
What happened to Spiral?
Spiral is still around. He's on the flying fortress that we frequent. No, this was basically my sending stone. I used Orkira as a sending stone constantly.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sending Stone.
Well,
nice
her
to
name's
meet you
Orkira. I mean, I have more respect for her than that. So, Norgrin, I think that thou dost know her name is Orkira. That kind of act might work when I do it, but everyone knows that.
Mine temper is bad right now. I am sorry, Orkira.
It's okay. I understand. You've been without someone that you care about for a very long time.
Listen,
and I just wanted
feel
to
like
say
we need to hug this out. I mean, honestly, like it will be fine. Hugs fix everything.
And she hugs you in between. And Orkira, you need to make a dex check not to get stuck between the hug.
I'm not moving. If they want to hug around me, I will be there for the hug. Sure, I will.
You
join
will
in
die
the
as you've
cuddle
lived.
fight.
And you hear Briv whispering, Can we head to the tree or possibly to the stone tablet? Or it's been 30 years apparently.
I think it's lovely that the two of you have such a healthy physical relationship, and I don't know why everybody else thinks that it's gross. But if you need me to move out of the way, I absolutely will. But I think that's lovely.
And you feel short for the first time in a while as these two behemoths are above you hugging in this tavern where many dates around Alyndra are going terrible. and bar fights are going wrong, and all like people arguing about you know, songs that someone said they liked, but they don't really like them. They just listen to the music because they're trying to be nice.
You know, I just gotta say, I used a rhyming dictionary. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud.
Where can I get one of these rhyming dictionaries?
You're not a fraud. I happen to know the amazing Brig Hellclaw, and he's used them too. I mean, listen, everybody needs a little help sometimes, right?
Wait, who is named Brig? That seems like someone is stealing my name. It's just one letter difference.
And from outside, you hear, "You didn't say you didn't use a rhyming dictionary, so it's okay."
Penelope, freely, you get to the spitting well.
Ooh.
And there is a great deal of electric energy coming from the well at this moment. And there's a little bit of a tremor in the ground as you approach it.
Is this normal?
Nothing here is normal.
Okay, good.
And as you say that, you see a statue carved out of a giant tusk of Briv Steelmarrow by the well.
Wow. So the story was true.
Like, I don't. What? You know? I mean, I just feel like if he knew this place was like this, he would have been here like all the time. Like, what? How does just? But they, and then the pic.
Well, the truth is,
Penelope?
really, you never got out of the cell. No, I'm kidding.
That's true. That's it. It has no to end right now. You know,
I will
if
turn off my
Penelope-
computer right now. I will
Penelope
be
breaks
gone.
up with
This,
me
this
next
will
to
be
the
the
spitting
end.
well.
I will be
Yep.
I
done.
wouldn't put it past Todd. I'm just saying.
That's it.
That was a
Yeah.
raw deal.
And I will turn off my computer. Buttons right there.
You roll
I won't even get up
initiative.
from
I'm
this chair.
Yeah, right. This is, I just how dare you, first of all.
It's at this point in time, like kind of a little bit in the distance from the spinning well, but you just see Briv and Nargren burst out of the tavern, and you hear Briv just yell, "I need something betwixt mine thighs," and they start just like sprinting, both of them sprinting off into a far direction.
And you lose them in the rain, but you know where that tree is.
I look at
Right.
Penelope and I'm like, does that hospitality mark again help wipe memories? Because I need to just not know any of this. Is that
I could do another greater restoration. I've got the diamond dust.
it's no, I feel like that'll bring more back, not less. Okay, all right, hang on. All right, maybe we should just take a quick peek in the spinning well just to make sure there is nothing in there
Yeah,
besides.
It's been here for like how long? Completely dormant. I mean, what could happen now?
You know, that's not our life, though, my darling. That is not our life. Like, everything's fine. What could go wrong? And then literally we arrive, and then wrong. Okay.
Oh, great, this is exciting then. Let's go.
And it just like hold her hand and look over into the spitting well. And I hit my divine sense over it for undead celestials' fate or fiends.
You don't sense any of those. Orkira, you have a bad feeling.
I mean, I've had a bad feeling for about 3 weeks now. Could you be more specific, voice in my head?
You have something familiar kind of vibrates here. Something old. You
Nope.
were very attuned to. Give me a wisdom. What's a good? Give me. You don't know what it is. You are drawn to the well.
I'm standing at the door waving at Briv and Norgren as they go running off, and I'm like, "Oh, have fun, kids." Speaking of those kids, what happened? Hey, I'm gonna go look for the halflings. I didn't death ward them today, and I feel bad. And
As he immediately heads in the well, like, I don't see anything. But
Look deeper. You gotta go deep.
yeah, hey, like, hold on to my ankles.
I
Hang
got
on.
you.
Oh, it's so gooey.
I want a a athletics check from Penelope not to let him go.
I believe in you. Bardic inspiration. You got this.
Briv the bolt.
What does that give me?
Oh, my bardic. Ooh, hang on. I don't know anymore now that I'm level
10,
20.
right?
Let's see. I don't. Ooh, so many things to keep track of. My inspiration. Yeah, I'm a D10 now. Hey.
All right. I got him. It's a 26.
Nice.
I appreciate that you rolled an the custom was the bardic. I just saw an 8. You were like 26. I'm like, what is Penelope's athletics?
I was like, wow, we lying now, huh?
Pure muscle.
She's just like, Penelope's been shredded this entire time, like 2% body fat.
I mean,
Yeah, you're
Penelope's
about to drop from the well, and she just Captain America. She lets go of your leg and then repositions, and somehow you don't even fall.
I mean, if I hadn't proposed already, I would right now.
The well smells terrible, and you see something. You see the water just kind of moving in the well, and it's viscous. But you do see, you have dark vision, right, Fraley?
Let's see.
How does this not come up?
Not innately. However, his moonblade sheds light. So if it's
Okay.
dark, I shing it out of his.
You
basically
do
always
see
have a
something in the liquid that's just kind of floating.
So Penelope, do you see the others? Because there's something down here, and I mean, normally I would just like poke at it, but I mean, they get mad at me when we just do what we do. So maybe we should wait for them to catch up.
I can see it's your feet, but I can feel the energy of Orkira staring at us like she's angry. Okay.
Oh, does it feel? Do you feel a very judgy stare?
Yes, that's exactly it.
That's okay.
I mean,
I guess
could
Griff
just
is
go
also
for it.
outside.
I mean, I could just go and I pat Penelope on the shoulder and I'll cast Death Ward. I mean, Penelope, you asked me to try to be happy. I'm trying. I really am. Can't you tell?
It's frightening.
All right, yeah.
Are you all yelling?
Yes.
I mean, I had yelled to the others that I was heading out over here. Now that I'm
Really?
closer to the well, can I tell the bad feeling I got? Can I tell anything else?
Do you look
Can I
over
be? Can my 32 passive perception be more specific?
If she
it's-
looks over, I very much gonna be like, "Hi, Orkira. I didn't touch this thing yet."
I appreciate that. You want to come? Actually, hold on a second. And now that I've death warded Penelope, if she's just holding on to his foot, I will just boop him on the foot, and I will death ward him too.
Well, you don't have dark vision.
No,
can
but he's
see
got his
through the
moonblade
moonlight.
out.
I do have a light. Essentially, I have a torch.
Yeah,
more
you've
essentially.
got a torch down there, and you see down there, and you see a book of primordials at the bottom of this viscous well.
Wait, like a book written in primordial, or is
No.
is book the term for a group of primordials?
It is a book that clearly is written in primordial that is almost identical to that of the Phoenix. And that really is when all of the water gushes out of the well. Water's a strong word. I mean, the viscous material of 1,000 years of orcish spits explodes out of the well and immediately strikes you.
Can I hellish rebuke it?
I want you to give me a... I need a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And the rain does briefly part Widdle, and there is a ray of sunshine. It's not directly on the well, but it's there. It's out there. The clouds are starting to part a little bit here and there.
I'm gonna cash in my luck because that was a 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna cash in a point of luck, so the reroll got me to a dirty 20.
Okay.
And I can push it harder if need be with my divine. I got more if that's not enough. I can push it further.
All right, so you're at a dirty 20. You take You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as the water just explodes you clear out of the well at this moment.
Yeah. Okay.
And you hit the ground, and then the well explodes. And this giant, massive, primordial water elemental explodes out of the bottom of the city.
Is it a spitamental?
It is a spitamental.
I just lay down and like they're on the ground. I'm just like, I don't necessarily feel compelled to tell the truth anymore, but I would just like to say I deeply regret coming to Briv's home, and I realized he was doing us a favor by not bringing us here.
I'm gonna
go
speak to this thing in primordial. I'm gonna say, is that your book down there?
Hungry.
I will pull out my bag of marshmallows and offer it a marshmallow.
I'll spit on it.
Everyone roll initiative. And you see the skeleton of a wizard floating in this viscous mass. You see like people who have dropped ribs down the well as a way of throwing out their trash after leaving the tavern. After 1,000 years of dumping things down the well, this thing now exists, including a sizable amount of spit from Briv Steelmarrow himself.
23 for me.
16 for me.
Is Briv rolling initiative, or is he?
Are those
Oh,
the
yeah,
ones
you hear
there?
it. the
Briv's doing
explosion.
a very different kind of grappling right now, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't need that.
Well, now nobody's happy.
All right, so 23 from Freely.
15 from Widdle.
Thank you. Orkira?
I think I said 16. Yeah,
Could I
16.
Could I just ask an aside? My divine sense did not detect any undead, though, correct? 'Cause I'm
No.
aware there's a skeleton, but I didn't detect undead.
No, you just see
Okay.
the skeleton that's in there.
Perfect.
Penelope?
10.
Ooh, that's low for you.
Yep.
Briv,
Aw.
go ahead and give me an initiative.
We're still trying to hold on to my ankle. That's what that was. Yeah.
So Briv rolled a 1, which is
Well,
a
you
total
are-
of
you-
3.
You are busy.
You're just tired. You're just tired.
Totally makes sense to me.
Little out of practice.
Happens to many men.
I know, right? No, don't you have to feel bad about that, man. Like, we've been fighting like a lot, okay? We've been fighting a lot lately.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry. Everyone at home, I don't know what I've done. Alyndra, what is your initiative?
That was a natural 20. So,
Hey.
Hey! Congratulations.
More chaos.
Mhm.
God, please keep making everyone tell the truth. All right.
can you have a hard time getting me away from bards, though? Oh, it's Alyndra's big weakness is bards.
I love it.
Bards and like overly.
Bards sing the songs of people.
Listen,
They're
I say you recruit.
They are
you
the
rec-
lore keepers.
You recruit this bard, and we just make Hope play 2 characters. I mean,
That
I'm
was the
okay with
plan.
this. Absolutely.
That's
And then
new-
Asmodeus
new-
comes
new
back, and
character,
then she
Nim
has to
Nim.
play 3
Nim.
characters. We just bring back all the people.
You get a
She
new
is multitudes.
And then Saranthus shows back up.
To do a song.
It's just an orphan black reboot that is all.
yeah,
Hope.
it's a,
Oh, yeah.
it's a one
I
woman
would watch
7
that.
character party.
I'm here
Freely,
for it.
You are covered in goo and you are up. And this thing just, it's like a constantly undulating tidal wave above you, at least 10 stories tall. And you see 2 glowing green eyes at the very crest of the wave. That this thing is kind of moving and shifting and twisting, in danger of destroying the entire town. What do you do?
Well, this okay. It's funny. I rearranged a bunch of things that would never work against Asmodeus that might be more effective now. You said 10 stories?
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, the first thing I'm going to do, since this worked out substantially better than I thought it was going to last time, I just look at Orkira and I give her a thumbs up and I cast Circle of Power again. Because apparently that was way more of a clutch move than I thought it was going to be last time. anyone within 30 feet of me will get advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. And if you make the save, you would have taken half damage, you take 0 instead. So it kind of makes everything all or nothing. And then I'm going to I'm going to Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
I'll stand up and I just point at it, and I'm like, well, I guess the well was getting a little full anyway. And I will move towards it to basically try and get as close to it as I can to get its attention.
Okay. Alyndra?
I will.
The smell is revolting.
Of course it is. We know Briv. We know Briv well. Well, I'm still at the bar, so I will try and Nim Nim. It seems that there is an adventure to be witnessed, and I loved your song so much. Would you please come along so you would write another one?
You betcha. Nothing ever happens in this town.
Thank you so much. And I start running toward
Perfect.
where I hear the commotion happening.
My beautiful elven lady, I will sing your song.
At the moment you leave the tavern, you see 10 bloated trolls, waterlogged, absorbing all the moisture from the well, and they're shuffling towards the tavern folk.
Is this normal for this town?
No.
What
What
did I just say? Nothing ever happens in this town.
All right. Perhaps we should keep them from entering. Wall of fire, starting just in front of the door.
Okay.
Protecting the tavern from the line of trolls.
All right. Do they take damage right away, or?
So it will appear anything within the area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Right away?
When it appears, yeah.
Okay.
And then
What's the DC?
it is a DC. It's a Dex 19.
Not doing good. Not doing good.
Excellent.
All right, that's 1 save. That's 2 saves.
And they will either take 31 fire damage or half at this point, and then they will also on their turn.
Wow.
If they start their turn, they will take damage hanging out.
You see these are not normal trolls by any means. They're filled with some kind of goo, and it explodes out of them the moment their flesh starts crisping at this moment. And the poison in their bodies just kind of sprays everywhere, all over the ground, around everything around it, including the tavern, and it just kind of sizzles up against the wall of fire. But the wall of fire protects you, but they are still shuffling around. They seem afraid of the fire. And that's
Good.
your turn.
Yes.
Okay. This is how everyone dies.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome. How dare you be Asmodeus? Orkira, what are you doing?
Again, have we? Because this
Bloated
all very
trolls.
much seems on brand for him.
Still be in the cell.
I will
We never
turn
left
this
the Shoney's.
entire game
We-
around.
We never left the Shoney's.
Is there?
No.
I'm looking at this water elemental. Can I tell? Has this been crafted out of the stuff in the well, or was this pulled from the plane of water?
100% this is a mistake.
This was
not
pulled
taken
from
out
the
of
plane of Briv.
I was about to
elemental
say.
plane of water. This is just stop throwing stuff down the well, yo. Just
Okay, so it was.
Yeah.
It was created here. It's not like I need to send this back to where it came from.
What is your passive perception?
32.
You see all the moments
Put
that
that
led
thing
up
back
to
where
this
it came from.
singular
So help
moment.
me.
You see almost in your mind's eye, you see Briv's great grandfather spitting into the well and then dumping his food, and then you see his next grandfather spitting in the well, peeing in the well, other things in the well, all kinds of things happening in the well, and you just see generation after generation throwing bones, dumping things into the water, spitting more, spitting for good luck. It's part of a ritual sometimes. Sometimes before they get married, they spit. When they open up portals to other universes, they spit. It's the key component to most magic in this here parts. And you just see this endless cycle of spitting.
This is why waste disposal infrastructure is very important.
And you feel all of that in your bones, Orkira. And you thought you'd seen hell.
I mean, when they destroyed Waterdeep, they destroyed indoor plumbing, which was the worst thing ever of all time. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians at 9th level.
Whoa.
That's coming out swinging.
Listen, I was
This-
gonna give you a chance to let me send it back to the plane of water, but since it is not, then we're going to destroy it before it destroys the town.
The plane of water would be upset with you.
Well, it's probably upset with me for other reasons. So yeah, she's. One more quick question: do I see the book that I saw in this creature, or is that still in the well?
Yeah, it's swimming around in there. It doesn't seem crucial to its existence, but it's in there. You also see like a couple of dead bodies. You know, some people who maybe went missing. You know, as they do.
Do I also see
floating
their
around.
history? Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Spirit
That poor
Guardians at 9th.
wizard.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it at 9th level. And what appears out of me to circle around is not actually a little phoenix. It is just a ball of fire that spins super fast. And I'm gonna be within 15 feet of it, so it needs to make a wisdom saving throw DC 20.
Okay. I am going to die of laughter.
I would just like to say I still haven't forgiven you for the clown, and then now this.
Natural 20. Well, you know,
Oh.
All right, so you'll take
I
half
gave you a plot that took 3 years to come to a head. So you get clowns and you get spit.
All right, well, so you'll take half of the 47 damage that I rolled. That's radiant damage.
Dang.
This creature's speed is halved because I'm going to be concentrating on Spirit Guardian, so it stays up.
All right, the spit moves slower.
Yeah, the spit moves slower. At the start of its turn, it's going to need to remake that wisdom saving throw and cause more chaos, or else take more damage. And I'm going to call out to it in Primordial again and say, give me the book! Give me the book! Give me the book!
Where's my book? I keep it at you.
Briv, you have suddenly gotten the benefits of a long rest. You determine why that is.
I mean, that's very helpful though, because I cast haste, you know, like many times.
No.
But now I get all those spell slots back.
Okay, I
I'm
want you to
saying.
know that everyone's in on this one, B-Dave. So this isn't all on me. So, just saying. Don't hate me. However, Alyndra, you and Nim Nim switch voices.
Yes, we do. yes, we do.
Right. Well, I'm just going to add that to the song then.
Well, I'm so glad. I'm honoured to have my voice in my
Well,
story.
this is heavenly. I've always dreamed that this would happen to me. I'm very happy.
I'm so glad, and I'm so honoured that it's that you're here with me and my friends and telling our tale. But please tell me
Orkira,
something.
I think Alyndra swallowed some of this gollum.
It was actually a different Briv you were talking about.
Oh, Briv,
Yeah.
old Briv. Oh, this sounds so much better. It's amazing.
I think they both sounded good. It's just a different tone quality, but I think you sound amazing no matter what.
Widdle. You have an innate fear of running water.
I
What
sure
are you
do.
doing right now?
I don't
Let's
really
make
like
that water run.
I
Yeah.
mean,
This water's actually running. Yeah.
this water can't be running. I've cut its speed in half.
That's true. Oh.
How'd you do
So
that?
walking water,
I
not a
have
danger to
spirit
vampires.
guardians up, and
Yep.
it's within my spirit guardian.
Vampires
I'm making a
aren't
bad
hurt by
pun, but
jogging
also
water.
it's true.
Jogging water.
she
Sure.
she really wasn't feeling comfortable with all of the viscous sort of running water and also the little spots of sunshine, so she's just been dashing around avoiding all of that, and she's going to cast reverse gravity on the water elemental.
Okay, tell me about reverse gravity.
This spell reverses gravity in a 50-foot radius, a 100-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range.
100
So I would like to place it behind where everyone is standing, because in my head, this is not going to affect my friends at all.
I think we just figured out why it was raining when we got here.
It's about to get
Spend
much
all
worse.
this time thinking whether you could. Didn't spend any time thinking.
Okay, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mhm.
Or
19
grab
is
onto
the
a
save.
fixed object to wait. So it's going up. Wait, no, this is like it just goes up.
It falls
Mhm.
upward, and we're
Mhm.
outside, so
Oh my
there's
god.
nothing that can really stop it.
You see this slime elemental, this thing full of just nastiness and grossness throughout the centuries, just fly into the sky and into the clouds.
Goodbye. It's safe now.
All the rain
Everything's
also
fine.
starts shooting upwards up into the
Mhm.
sky. It's
Uh,
very confusing. You see this in the distance, Briv, and you see this giant explosion come out of the well, including this weird slime monster just shoot up into the sky.
Is this good for us or bad for us?
about-
It depends. Widdle, is it coming back down?
Oh crap.
Is that an oh crap of no or an oh crap of yes? I haven't figured out which is the better option yet.
Well, I can only hold it up there for so long. I didn't really think this out. But all I know is
Okay.
that I
How
don't
long
like
can
water.
you hold it up there?
Wait. Alyndra, you been hitting up that
And then the vampire
whiskey? You been
reversed
getting that whiskey?
gravity, and this became such a travesty.
Why does Nim Nim sound like Alyndra?
That is incredible. I just really
She's
have.
spectacularly talented.
But are you? I mean, do I need to help you? You got like a little something, Alyndra. You got a little something. You got a little something.
No, like inside.
Yeah.
I think she sounds fine.
I think she sounds great. Got the voice of an angel.
Yeah.
Freely is going to take off after this elemental. Like, I'm not going to engage it, but I'm just gonna see where it goes to make sure that it doesn't just like arc up and land on the bar or something.
yeah.
Orkira's kind of doing the same thing because eventually there's a book in there she'd like to examine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're still in initiative or what.
We
but
are
I begin casting Tiny Hut.
kind of.
Good idea.
So Penelope Half-Pint, this creature has gone into the clouds. The clouds are very low, mind you.
Do we
What
have
are you doing?
I mean, I feel like they got it handled, right?
Oh yeah?
Penelope is quite,
And they told me you were wise.
I mean, okay, you've got everybody's on it. I'm gonna turn around and see what's going on with these trolls.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you see 10 gross, big, hulking mass, venom spewing trolls that have been in the well far too long, and they're all trying to find a way around the wall of fire, and a lot of them have been crisped on the outside. You can kind of smell the troll flesh not regenerating, and it's bad smell. It's like burning broccoli. What do you do?
Oh, we could make this a shish kebab.
Wall of thorns.
Directly on them? What happens?
Yep, so it's just gonna be like a wall on all 10 of them if it can fit within my 60-foot long wall, 10 foot high, 5 feet
Okay.
thick.
Excellent.
So a dexterity saving throw.
Nope, they
Caught
don't have
between
it.
a thorn and a fiery place.
Yep.
The thorns are on fire.
I rolled really low. Boo.
Hot and spiky.
Boo.
Boo. 21 points of what is that? Some sort of damage. Piercing damage, of course.
Boy.
And then they must spend 4 feet of movement to get through one. Okay, blah, blah. Okay. Every time the creature is in this, they're gonna have to do the same thing and take more damage.
Hold on, I'm applying lots of damage to a bunch of trolls. And there are a lot of them.
Hey, Widdle, you didn't say how far up did you send that water thing?
I think it's more time-based than anything.
Just
And
for
how long? How
minute.
long before?
for a minute or so. The good
minute.
news is it's only going to fall down in a 50-foot radius, so as long as we're not directly underneath of it, should be okay.
That is not how water balloons work. Haven't you ever filled up like a like a bladder full of water in Spaloosh? No.
No. Not in the last day.
Penelope, you see this wall, the wall of thorns tears into all of these trolls, ripping into their skin, and you see this kind of blue, almost navy-like blood venom explode out of the pure pressure inside of their bodies. You take 90 points of poison damage.
Sweet.
Why?
It's just, they explode. Like, they don't die, but it just explodes out of their bodies all over in the radius.
Am I also poisoned, or is it just
Poison damage?
Okay.
It's been a week for Penelope and poison damage.
She'll never
All
learn.
right. And now it's the ooze turn. Freely, you're the one who said you were flying up.
Yeah, but I also said I'm staying out of reach of it. Just wanna see where it's going.
What is reach for this thing?
It's true.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, we hadn't gone yet, so I think we're still on the ground if we're still in initiative. So it's probably just up in the clouds hanging out. I don't know.
Oh, he flew up.
Well, and it was my intent to go after it, yeah.
How many feet would you say you are from it?
Well, I would say that I have traveled roughly 35 feet per round. So you tell.
Yeah. You're within range. I need you to give me a.
I'd like to reiterate that I hate it. But great.
A giant jet explodes of viscous material, including bones and gristle and everything else. It does strike into you. I need a strength saving throw.
I don't even know what this book is about. She doesn't either. How can she want it so bad?
Oh wait, hold up. I need to be fair. It got 26 to hit. Sorry.
I'm going to expend another point of luck to make it re-roll.
Okay.
I'm like, did it? Let's see.
I got 21.
Now I'm gonna put my shield up.
You put your shield up and does boosh, that sprays everywhere all around your shield at this very moment. And that is its action. Briv, you have gone to the well. I assume you have haste on for whatever reasons.
Sure.
I mean, this makes me feel like I've got slow on me, but okay.
Yeah. All right. So how high up is this thing?
It's 100. It's in the sky. It's in the clouds, but it's 100 feet up. So it's a low-hanging clouds.
I can't do a damn thing from that far away. All right. So, Okay. So it's more than 100 feet, you're saying?
It is, and there are tons of trolls being kind of just torn to pieces by also the flames.
Sure. Okay. I am going to I'm going to just yell out and say, "Hail, wizard, that I cannot remember thy name. I assume that is thee. I would recognize those terrible robes anywhere." And then he's just going to say, "Why don't thou come down here and let me put thee back whence thou hast came once again?" And you see Briv take Steadfast and kind of shifts the metal into it, and it looks like he's making it into almost like a dwarven hand cannon or something is what it looks like for a moment. And then he just kind of steadies it on his hip, and you see some of the metal come out of his body and wrap around it to stabilize a little bit more. And then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt and fire at the creature up in the sky.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll. You need to hit armor class of 18. Is a big target.
Yes. Hit that with a 22. And let's see here. That is going to do. Let's see. 8d6. All right, here we go. There we go. So this is all radiant damage. That's going to do 22 points of damage. And with that, I am going to also use a bonus action to hold on one second. I want to make sure I can do this. I want to use a bonus action to do the living legend action.
Okay.
And so this is Paladin Capstone for Oath of Glory. And you see that Briv becomes a little bit larger. He looks a little bit larger than life, even more so than he normally does. And you can see that he starts to just kind of reform Steadfast. And he just raises his arms and says, "Come at me." And he's taunting the creature. He has no idea that it can't come down of its own volition yet.
Okay. And as you scream that, it jets acid directly onto you.
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, 19.
Let me ask you a question. Is that an attack it's making, or a
is a save that he needs to make.
Right. It does. Well, basically, it does not spark Sentinel. Is really what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah, no.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, you take half. Oh, sorry. I can just do it. This. You take half of 16 instead of adding all that.
Oh, that's precious. It tickled slightly.
You are burning. It is acid, but yeah, you're fairly okay.
I am more than okay. It's going to take a lot more than that. Why don't thou come down here and show me what thou canst do?
I'm hungry. What's happening to the venom trolls at the beginning of their turn?
They're gonna take fire damage. It's 5d8, I think.
Okay, go and roll it. And Penelope, are you doing any more damage to them at the start of their turn?
Yep.
Well, and they can't go anywhere, right?
No, they're stuck between thorns and fire.
Is that an automatic crit?
Well, not an automatic crit.
It's worth a try.
Nice try.
Hey, if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
That's true. Go and roll that for me.
How many of these trolls are left?
There are 10. They are all up. So that's 18.
It is indeed.
Okay, so they all take 18 points of damage. And Penelope, do you have anything?
Yep, 26 points piercing damage.
Penelope, this is both terrible and wonderful. you take another 90 points of poison damage. However, all 10 of these venomous trolls burning on fire, torn to shreds by your wall of thorns, explode all over you. Tell me how they die.
They explode. They I feel like they're like really bloated and they're kind of wobbly. They're kind of like a waterbed. And then it's just it's just like this poking of like acid coming out of them or poison or whatever, and they just go.
Yeah, they all explode and they all deflate and just becomes a tidal wave of ooze. Alyndra, it's a disgusting smell, but your wall of fire is just sizzling all of the ooze as it's trying to pour towards you and just burns as it reaches the fire. Freely, you are now up.
As we're flying, I watched the guiding bolt go, and I'm like, normally this would be when I would get in and start chopping, but I don't want to touch that thing, so fireball with the fire stab.
All right,
If I'm gonna detonate this thing, I'm gonna detonate it in orbit. Yeah.
All right, do it. What's the save?
The save is Dex 19.
Oh man,
I don't know how dexterous and ooze this is.
not super. And your main he's just stuck in the air. He can't.
Nope.
Okay.
Although I didn't roll fantastically.
Failed.
So let's see here. Yeah.
Failed. So what's the damage?
It's only, come on, D&D Beyond. Only 23.
Hey, 23 is 23.
Yep.
Yeah, a fireball just goes right into it and just explodes, and you see kind of a desiccated husk inside of it. A big fat bubble of where there was goo is now in the center of it, and it just kind of bubbles up a whole bunch all around inside of it.
Do I see, is her book near that? The book she wants, is it in near this hole that's opened up?
I will say yes, it is.
It freely punches it movement to try and snatch the book. Hit her the hole. I'm like, I don't even know why she cares so much about this book. What could possibly be written in it now?
Freely, you rush into the goo and you immediately take 30 points of poison damage as you wrap your hands around the book.
Can I leave with it or go straight through? Like, or am I just kind of stuck?
Oh, you try to punch through?
Oh yeah. No, well, was a hole punched through it, or was
I got you.
Yeah,
you travel through the tunnel,
yeah,
through the fireball. You grab the book, you fly through. Orkira, what are you doing? Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna look over at Penelope, who probably looks super duper hurt, and and the spirit guardian fireball is still circling around me, and Orkira just kind of reaches out and grabs a bit of that fire and goes,
that was kind of epic, but also, hey, let me help out with that.
and she's gonna throw the little bit of fire so that it lands on Penelope's head. And I'm gonna cast heal at 7th level, so you get 80 health back.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna look up. How far above them are they?
100 feet.
Okay. I will start to fly on. There's no more trolls, right?
No.
Okay.
They have exploded everywhere.
Briv, do you have like personal beef with this thing?
Oh, I do not even know what this thing is. I think one day I was very drunk, stumbling out of the tavern. There was someone who gave me lip and threatened my town, and so I put him in the whale. So,
Oh, okay, because you were yelling at it like you knew what it
no,
was.
I mean, I knew it as someone that I killed and stuffed in a well. So this thing has very little personal meaning to me. I just wanted out of here because it interrupted some of my tree time, and I have business to take care of after this.
I mean, that's totally fair. I will try to help get this done as quickly as possible.
And I will start to fly my 50 feet towards the creature.
As you fly 50 feet, freely, all of you see this thing just slumps, hovering by the reverse gravity. the book out of its system is no longer animated, and there's this big oozy mass just floating on the reverse gravity as rain, and it just starts pouring piece by piece into the sky, directly up into the clouds.
Can I get to it before it goes completely away?
Sure.
I would like to cast Remove Curse on the water so that when this water ends up in the ecosystem, it doesn't cause little bits of problems. So I kind of blow past freely.
We can all do
just
our part to save the climate.
I will say, thaumaturgy, I just yell. I'm like, you guys, you don't want to be underneath this thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be underneath this thing, even if this works. And I'm just going to reach out and I'll poke a little bit and cast Remove Curse.
Oh, you got to touch it?
I think I have to touch it to remove curse.
Yeah, that hand's gonna smell that way for a while.
Yeah.
You cast
it's gonna stink palm you. Ew.
Yeah, I gotta touch it. So you know what? We all make sacrifices to save the planet, and this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Penelope would never forgive me. Boop.
Yep. You remove curse as it suddenly ascends into the sky, into the very heavens themselves. Widdle, you have to immediately cover yourself up as the sky parts and sunlight is all around you, and the evil has passed. And Nim Nim, we're at time.
Oh God.
Do you have any words for the people of Brivstown?
And there you saw it, the heroes of old have saved this town of old. The end. That's all you get.
Hey, again! Do it again! Yay!
Briv is
Encore.
Briv is going to look around, and he kind of just makes a significant glance at everyone and says, "Thou dost know that in the past, I always had to deal with errant, weird ooze wizards by myself. But these last several years, it has been wonderful to get to know all of thee, where I can go off to the grinding tree and do my thing. And there are friends and allies that can take care of the weird ooze wizards. So I thank thee all from the bottom of mine heart. I am so glad that I do not have to pay for any damages to mine tavern. Thou art the best of friends, and it is mine honor to know thee." And then he is going to say, "I think it is time that Brivstown begins a new day and turns over a new leaf." And you see that he walks up to the well and he pulls out something from the bag of holding that he hasn't used in a while. But you see it's a decanter, and he kind of pops off the lid, and then he says, "Geyser," and he turns the decanter of water and just starts shooting actual fresh water into the well, and he's just going to keep doing that until the well is filled up.
I would say Freely lands next to him, covered in this goo, holding the book, and looks at him and just shakes like a puppy.
All right. And that is our adventure in Brivstown.
Thank you all.
Chaos.
No, please, Todd, finish. Sorry.
Oh, no. I apologize to everyone at home for what I have done.
No, you don't.
You don't.
This is awesome, and you should never apologize for being awesome.
You don't regret it. Don't add lies to your list of sins, sir. No.
Not list of sins. This was awesome,
No.
and you were awesome, and this is awesome to watch. So thank you.
Yes. Then thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so very much. Again, you literally make it possible to do what we do. Thank you to Sirenscape. Thank you to Hero Forge. Though not Hero Forge currently. Thank you to Sirenscape.
We still like Hero Forge, by the way.
We do like Hero Forge. You know what you did. Thank you to Sirenscape. Idle Champions. Thank you to Tailspire. If you've yet to sign up for your free account here on Demiplane, maybe think about checking it out. You can play some games with your friends or find friends to play games with. And also take a look at the Pathfinder Nexus. It's kind of dope and getting cooler by the day. But in the meantime, both I and Freely are about to go take a very long shower, and we will see you all back here next week. Thank you all so much.
Later,
Bye,
gang.
everyone.